Good morning. Are you Latrick Williams? Speak up. And Mr. Williams, it looks like you've got 3 cases, 2 motion to revoke probations, 1 for evading arrest or detention with a vehicle, 1 for theft of a firearm, and then there's a new case that's been indicted for tampering or fabricating physical evidence. And it's my understanding that Ms. Holmes has let me know that your family is going to try to hire an attorney. Is that correct? So are you asking me to reset your case to give your family some time to do that? Okay, so what I will do that. Mr. Williams, I'm sure you have heard, surely, out there by now, that I get copies of these jail incident reports and how you're acting and what you're doing. You think your family knows this when they're going to try to put up some money to go hire you an attorney? Do you think they know how you've been acting out in our jail? Do you? Do you think they know you've been masturbating in front of the correctional officers out at our jail? Do you think that they know that you're telling them to do their job and you're not going to follow their rules? That you're dashing other inmates with your urine, water, and possibly other items? I would guess other items would probably be something more disgusting than what I've already said, that you're walked up and punched someone in the face so hard that they had to go to EMS, had to come get them. You think they know all that? Should I keep going? Because you know, on those motion to revoke your probations, I don't have to accept any agreement that this lawyer or any lawyer talks to that district attorney about. I don't have to accept an agreement. If I find that you violated your probation, I can sentence you anywhere in the range of punishment. That's what happens when you sign up for probation. If you violate, it's up to me. Sometimes I take deals, sometimes I don't. If you're acting like this, it's very unlikely that you're going to come in and some attorney is going to say, come on, let's give him one more chance. He's a good kid. He's got family. That's great that you've got family, but they don't know how you're acting. And obviously, you're not staying home and doing what you're supposed to while you're on probation. They can only do so much to help you, but you got to grow up and help yourself. If you go to trial on that new case and you're found guilty, a jury will hear all of this. So what's happening out there doesn't stay out there. Everybody finds out about it, and all it does is hurt you. Do you understand? So my suggestion is, the next time you're in court, I don't have a packet this thick of things that you've been doing out at the jail. Because your other attorney, whether it's her or they hire somebody, they're going to have to deal with this. And you can ask anybody. This kind of stuff is not going over well anymore in here. Those people are just trying to go do their jobs every day. They're going to work, going home. They've got families. They don't deserve this. Y'all acting like a bunch of heathens out in the jail? I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay? All right, go back with the bailiff. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Good morning. Are you Stephen? Is it Bodwin? Bodwin.
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He will, Your Honor.
Mr. Bodwin, in cause number 25 DCCR 0940, and so count 1 only, and then to the lesser attempted, correct?
Correct.
The state's elected to proceed on count 1 only, and in count 1 to the lesser offense of an attempted robbery. That makes it a 3rd-degree felony, and that's from June 24th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you did what they've charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 3-year deferred probation. There would be a $250 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Any evidence that Mr. Bodwin is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. Miss.
I think he may have a parole issue, Judge.
He does.
We need to
Oh.
check on. In my read of this, if this is the only thing he's dealing with parole, and my experience with parole, I don't anticipate that they would probably revoke him based on these underlying facts.
Okay.
I think it would be best if we
Okay,
maybe see
just
what
leave everything the same.
information we can get, and if we need to withdraw this and plead to something else, we can.
Okay, yeah, and if y'all can look into that and see if parole, have they already been out for a hearing?
Yes, ma'am. I had a revocation hearing on August the 19th,
Mm-hmm.
and they chose to reinstate my parole.
Okay,
But then when they brought the answer on August the 22nd, she gave me a new violation for the same allegations that I'm dealing with.
Okay.
Same exact allegations.
Okay.
They just voted on the revocation.
so they voted to revoke now, or
No, they haven't voted
they
on it.
haven't done it
They
yet?
did vote, and then in the same instance, she
Right.
gave me a new violation report.
Do you know when they're coming, you have no idea when they're coming to
No,
do
ma'am, I
that
was
again?
scheduled for a hearing last week, and she didn't show up.
Okay, if y'all will work to see maybe when that's gonna happen so that we know, obviously if they're gonna revoke you, it doesn't make sense to put you on probation. If they're not, then we can go forward with this, but we'll find out before sentencing. Okay, you can go back with the bailiff. Good morning, you're Logan Eagleman?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me get this. Mr. Eaglin, in cause number 25 DCCR 0897, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon from October 26th of 2024. Your indictment alleges you were previously convicted of burglary of a habitation, a second-degree felony, March 1st of 2013, in 2 cases on that same date of burglary of a habitation. And then after those were final, you were convicted of possession of a prohibited substance in a correctional facility, a third-degree felony, from September 3rd of 2015. What that means is that if you go to trial and you're found guilty and those prior convictions are true, you would be considered a habitual offender. The minimum punishment would be 25 years in prison up to 99 years or life. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have here on the tablet a plea bargain rejection that you've signed with Mr. Lewis that shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty for a cap of 20 years in prison, which means if you did that, I'm guessing that would be to just count one only. So you would only be pleading to the offense that you're charged with. And the most I could give you is 20 years. I could give you 20, I could give you less. It'll all depend on the information that's brought to me at a sentencing hearing. You have every right to reject that offer and let a jury decide. I just want to make sure you understand what the possible consequences are if you go to trial and what your options are if you wanted to plead. And do you understand all of that?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you want to reject that offer and have your case set for trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there any reason to believe that that offer would change, Mr. Smith? So I do want to make sure you understand, Mr. Eaglin, that after today, unless there is new evidence that comes up that the attorneys don't know about already, I will not accept this plea agreement after today. Once your case goes on the trial docket, it either, if you plea, it's just something different, or we're going to let a jury decide. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we'll get it set on the trial docket. Mr. Eaglin, Mr. Lewis has been appointed to represent you. He's one of the attorneys who handles a lot of cases for me here as a court-appointed attorney. With your permission, I can release him and I can appoint another attorney today who could begin preparation for trial a little quicker. Is that okay with you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Lewis, you are released. We will appoint someone today, Mr. Eaglin. They should be out to see you very soon to begin preparation for trial. Okay, yes, sir. You can go back with the bailiff. Good morning. Are you Almeida Miles? And Ms. Miles was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty in cause number 24, DCCR 2330, to tampering with physical evidence. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the report?
Yes, sir.
Are there any additions or corrections?
None that I'm aware of, Judge.
In addition to this pre-sentence report, I've also received and reviewed a number of jail incident reports. Has everyone had an opportunity to review those? And you're 19? Why haven't you been acting right in the jail?
Most of the reports are not true. One time I did not uncover my face on the video. I did, because I was asleep, and she didn't wake me up. Ms. Boa didn't wake me up. When I got here in June.
So she's lying when she says she tried a few times, and then she taps you, taps your bed, kicks your bed a little bit.
That day, Ms. Boa never tapped me. And then in June, I got in a fight when I first got here. The girl swung at me first.
Okay.
That's accurate what it says, the girl here with the closed fist.
Yeah, I mean, if you get hit first, that's not the ones that I'm so worried about. It's the... eating at your bunk when you're not, I mean, it's not even big stuff. It's just not following the rules. And if you can't follow the rules in jail, why should I believe that you can follow the rules on probation? When you're in jail, when you're on probation, when you've committed a felony, you don't get to make certain decisions for yourself anymore, right? Now, you're not going to be like every other 19-year-old and get to just do what you want when you want. You're going to have to do what either jail says or what I say or anything like that. If I'm going to follow this agreement based on the nature of the offense and based on the age and all of this, we're going to get you some help up front to be making better decisions. Otherwise, I'm not going to follow the agreement. Things could be a whole lot worse. Do you understand? So what I'm going to do is find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, and I'm going to defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay the $1,000 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. One of those is going to be that you enter and successfully complete the cognitive track of the ISF program. That's a 90-day program. You're not going to get out of jail today. You're going to go to ISF instead, and you're going to hopefully pay attention and learn how to make better decisions. You're still young, you're still immature, but you're going to have to make some very mature decisions if you don't want to go to prison, and that's going to be to help you make those better decisions. Now, here's the thing. If you're in our jail and you start before they send you in the next week or two, or if you're in ISF and you are acting up and not following rules, putting something on your head that you're not supposed to, eating where you're not supposed to or when you're not supposed to, talking about whatever it is, I don't care, then you could be revoked just for not following the instructions. And you'll never get out and even have an attempt at probation. Do you understand? So whatever's going on and whoever your buddies are in there, you need to tell them, just sit there, do everything you're supposed to do. All the playing around's done because you want to get out and make something of your life. And if they don't want to, that's going to be on them. If you keep doing all this, you're going to have a felony conviction and you're going to go to prison. It's that simple. You understand? The part of this probation that is so good is that you don't have a conviction right now. And if you're successful and you complete your probation, you are never going to be a convicted felon. So this is a great opportunity. But if you do violate in any way, you'll be back in here, you'll be a convicted felon, and you could go to prison anywhere in that range of punishment, which is between 2 and 10 years. All right? I've handed you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. Good luck to you.